If you're overwhelmed, stressed, or just mentally noisy in 2026, I've got 7 science-based hacks that are actually doable. Each takes minutes, and I'll give you the why behind it without turning this into a neuroscience lecture. Quick disclaimer before we start. This is education, not medical advice. If you've been struggling for weeks, professional support is the fastest route. Also, don't try all 7. Pick 2, run them for 14 days. That's the challenge. Let's start with something you can do right now. Hack 1 is breathwork. I know, another person telling me to breathe. But hear me out, because I'm not asking for impossible yoga breathing. 2 versions. The 30-second reset is cyclic sighing. Inhale through your nose, take a quick top-up breath, then long exhale through your mouth. Do that 2-3 times. It's basically what your body does when stressed, just structured. Want something sustained? Try 5 minutes daily. Inhale 4 seconds, exhale 6 seconds. The key is making your exhale slightly longer. Why does this work? Longer exhales lower your heart rate and fight or flight intensity. A Stanford study found 5 minutes daily improved mood and reduced anxiety, sometimes outperforming meditation. A meta-analysis in scientific reports backs this up. Quick caution, if breathing exercises trigger panic, keep it gentle. That's your nervous system reset. But what if we could set up your whole day differently from the moment you wake up? That's where morning light comes in. Hack 2 is morning light. This is pure biology, not motivation. Within 60 minutes of waking, get 5-10 minutes of outdoor daylight. Even if it's cloudy or February, daylight is way brighter than indoor lighting. Can't get outside? Use a 10,000 lux light box in the morning. Keep eyes open, but don't stare into it. Morning light signals your circadian rhythm. When that's stable, sleep improves, energy becomes predictable, mood regulation gets easier. It's like setting the tempo for your day. A JAMA Psychiatry meta-analysis found bright light therapy works for depression, not just seasonal. The American Psychiatric Association highlights this more and more. Safety note, if you have bipolar disorder or manic episodes, discuss light therapy with a clinician first. That's morning light, a simple reset. Once you've got that rhythm, the next step is protecting your sleep. But I'm not giving you generic sleep hygiene. I'm giving you clinical grade evidence. Hack 3, CBT-I, cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. Don't let the name intimidate you. It's a structured sleep training program, often better than sleeping pills and more durable. 3 rules. Anchor your wake time. Pick one and stick to it, even weekends. I know that sounds brutal, but it's the strongest reset for your sleep rhythm. Your body needs consistency. Protect the bed sleep association. Your bed is for sleep and intimacy, not doom scrolling, not emails at 11 p.m. If you train your brain that bed equals stress and screens, falling asleep gets harder. If wide awake for 20-30 minutes, break the loop. Get up, keep lights low, do something boring and calm, fold laundry, read something dull, then return when sleepy. This stops your brain from learning. Nighttime is for wrestling with anxious thoughts. The 2026 twist. Automated digital CBT-I programs exist now. Guided online protocols that actually work, which is huge because access to sleep specialists is limited. The American Academy of Sleep Medicine recommends CBT-I as first-line treatment. A 2025 meta-analysis in NPJ Digital Medicine found these digital programs effective across dozens of trials. Caution: loud snoring, gasping, or extreme daytime sleepiness might be sleep apnea. Get that checked, because CBT-I won't fix a breathing problem. We've covered breath, light, and sleep, your internal baseline. Now let's talk about something often dismissed as just a supplement, but has surprisingly strong research. Hack 4, omega-3s, specifically EPA. Before you roll your eyes, give me 2 minutes because the research is solid. Aim for 1-2 grams of EPA daily from fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, or anchovies. 2 to 3 servings weekly gets you there. Or use supplements, fish oil or algae oil if plant-based. Check the label for EPA content specifically, not just total omega-3s. Why does this work? EPA supports brain cell membrane function and may have anti-inflammatory effects that influence mood. Your brain is about 60% fat, and the type of fat matters. A 2019 meta-analysis in translational psychiatry found omega-3s with higher EPA effective for depression at 1-2 grams daily. Another review in JAMA Network Open showed EPA-rich formulations outperformed placebo for depressive symptoms. Important notes: this is adjunctive support. Works alongside other things, not as a replacement for treatment if clinically depressed. If on blood thinners or have bleeding disorders, check with your doctor first. Quality matters with supplements. Food or supplements? Ideally, whole food sources because you get other nutrients too. But if you don't eat fish regularly, quality supplements are reasonable. Just don't expect overnight results. Give it 4-6 weeks. Internal biochemistry covered. Now let's step outside, literally, and talk about one of the cheapest mood boosts with measurable effects on stress biology. Hack 5, nature. I'm calling it a nature pill because even short exposure reduces stress markers. This isn't myth, it's measurable. Do 20 minutes in nature 3 times weekly. A park counts, a tree-lined street counts. You don't need to hike the Alps. Key rule: make it low input. No scrolling. Put your phone on airplane mode. The whole point is letting your attention rest. If 20 minutes feels impossible, start with 10. The habit matters more than perfection. Why does this work? Nature creates soft fascination. Your attention rests instead of being yanked around by notifications, deadlines, and mental to-do lists. That's helpful for stress and rumination. A Frontiers in Psychology study found urban nature reduced cortisol around 20-30 minutes. A 2023 meta-analysis found higher green space exposure associated with lower depression and anxiety risk. 2026 twist: if stuck indoors, recovering from injury or limited nature access, virtual nature helps too. Videos, VR, even nature scenes on screens. A 2025 NPJ Digital Medicine meta-analysis found meaningful anxiety and stress improvements from virtual nature, with 10-15 minutes being helpful. Whether real or virtual, nature is a tool. Use it. We've covered internal and environmental stuff: breath, light, sleep, nutrition, nature. But there's one tip that cannot be emphasized enough: connection. Hack 6 is about this. Not networking, not building your brand. Actual, real human connection. This matters because loneliness isn't just emotion, it's a health risk factor. Research shows loneliness increases mortality risk by 26 to 32%. That's comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes daily. When I say connection is a mental health tool, I mean it literally. Here's the protocol. Simpler than you think. Daily, 30 seconds. Send one real message, not a reaction emoji, not a like, a real one. Something like, what's been the hardest part of your week? Or, what's one thing you're looking forward to? Weekly, non-negotiable, one scheduled connection. A walk, a phone call, a coffee. Put it in your calendar like a doctor's appointment, because it's just as important. Feel awkward? Use the shared activity shortcut. Connection is easier side by side. Walk together, hit the gym, cook something. You don't need face-to-face deep emotional conversation. Just be in the same space, doing something together. Why does this work? Humans regulate stress better when we feel socially safe. Connection supports emotion regulation and reduces threat sense. We're wired for co-regulation. Our nervous system's literally calm in the presence of safe others. The evidence is strong. A 2025 APA meta-analysis found loneliness interventions effective, especially psychological approaches. The U.S. Surgeon General issued an advisory framing loneliness as a public health issue. Connection isn't soft, it's foundational. 6 hacks down. One more, and it gets misunderstood a lot. Let's talk gratitude, but not the toxic positivity version. Hack 7, gratitude. The point isn't denying reality, it's training your attention to also notice what's working, so your brain isn't stuck in permanent threat scanning mode. The method, 3 good things. Takes about 2 minutes. Every evening, write 3 good things that happened today. For each one, write why it happened or what you contributed to it. That second part is crucial. It builds agency. Easier version, take 1 photo of something good daily and add 1 sentence. This mattered because, why does this work? Your brain has a negativity bias. It's wired to scan for threats that kept our ancestors alive. But in 2026, that same wiring means we're constantly focused on what's wrong. Gratitude practice doesn't erase problems. It balances your attention. Over time, that can shift baseline mood and reduce rumination. The evidence, a 2025 meta-analysis of 145 studies found gratitude interventions produce reliable well-being increases. There's also research on mobile gratitude apps reducing repetitive negative thinking. 7 hacks. Now, let's make this usable. Here's your 14-day challenge. Pick 2 hacks and do them daily. Not all 7. 2. Combo 1. Breathwork plus morning light. Biological baseline stack. Combo 2. Sleep plus omega-3s. Start from scratch stack. Combo 3. Nature plus connection. Get out of your head stack. Combo 4. Connection plus gratitude. Perspective shift stack. Pick 2. Run them 14 days. Track how you feel. Thanks for listening. Comment which 2 you'll try. I'm curious. Want more evidence-based content? Hit subscribe. Take care, everyone.